Because I think there is an assumption among too many people that the civil rights movement ended in the 1960s. Perhaps that it ended with the passage of the Civil Rights Act in 1964, or the Voting Rights Act in 1965. Perhaps it ended with the assassination of Dr. King in 1968, or the Fair Housing Act in 1968. But the assumption is that the civil rights movement is something that was then and not now. There are too many folks who think that because the black middle class began to grow in the 1960s and 70s, that suddenly hundreds and then thousands of black elected officials took office all over this country. Or that because an African American man was elected president of the United States, that somehow that meant the civil rights movement was then and not now. There are folks who believe that just because we got rid of formalized legal apartheid by getting rid of separate drinking fountains and introducing integrated seating on buses, and just because there were suddenly blacks and whites graduating together in the same high school class, that means that the movement was then and not now. And with all due respect, those folks don't know what they're talking about. Because the fact of the matter is that the civil rights movement is most definitely now. The moment for the movement is most definitely now. All you have to do is take a quick look at just a statistic or two, right? You can think about the fact that African Americans make up 12% of the nation's population, 11% of the drug users, but more than 50% of those in prison for drug crimes. You can look at the fact that the